So, the organelle, again, is the chloroplast. I don't have a green marker. I wish I did. Because that is the color of chloroplast. So, organelle is chloroplast. It is the solar generator. Think of it that way, the solar generator. Who's seen solar panels before? Okay, there you go. Solar panels providing energy. You want to think of chloroplast that way? You can. All right.
Ever taught math in here?
No.
Yes. Has somebody ever taught math in here?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Wilson.
Okay, so you're going to start by drawing your chloroplast here. And inside your chloroplast.
Oh, okay.
Is multiple solar panels. You can give them the ones that you want to.
Okay, there's a stack.
Oh, there's only one stack, okay.
Wait, is this 64 then?
I know.
Does that make a stack of 9?
Did anybody else like
I don't know.
a second box?
The stack of FNAF plushies.
Nice.
It's just a lot of staff.
Minecraft, thank you. I'm working really hard.
Okay, so I have 3 stacks in here. You don't have to have 3 stacks. You can make 2 if you want. You can make 4 if you want.
I'm gonna make
This
four.
is my chloroplast right here. Now imagine this is green and those stacks are green. I'm sorry, I don't have a green marker. Blue is the next closest thing. Okay, on the outside of this chloroplast is a double membrane.
Double membrane. Got it.
Double membrane. You can see that I have 2 outer layers instead of just one. The chloroplast has a double membrane. Okay.
What does it have a double
Because they put on cheese.
Okay.
Ryan cheats allowed.
One of these little discs in there is called a thylakoid.
What?
Thylakoid. Thylakoid. Thylakoid.
I don't even know if that's spelled right.
Okay, that's one of them. Thylakoid. Thylakoid. All right. Then we have a stack of thylakoids. See how they are all stacked up like this? Yeah. Okay. One of these stacked up is called a granum or a granum, depending on how you pronounce it. Got it? Granum. If I have multiple stacks, those are called grana or grana.
Granny.
It's one of those weird words where it doesn't end in S even if it's plural, even though it's plural. 1 granum, 2 grana, or 1 granum, 2 grana.
And then double membrane.
Double membrane. The grana are made of thylakoids. Okay. Then the rest of the stuff is the empty space, the jelly-like space inside this chloroplast. It is the stroma, stroma.
If there's a jelly
Okay, these are the things, the major parts of a chloroplast.
Yeah, why couldn't we just call it the cytoplasm?
Because it is not the cytoplasm.
If you took all the jelliness of like millions of those and then you try to like stuff it in a jar, could you literally label that stroma jelly? And then
I don't know.
people eat it.
I wouldn't.
Get
I wonder how many
Go ahead.
cells
What do you got? Oh, there, that's easy to see.
There's two that
What do you got?
Can I please come to the bathroom?
Some what?
Can I please come to the bathroom?
Yeah, oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay, so we are not just gonna label these things, we're gonna tell what they do, okay? We're gonna tell what they do. So, the granums is an entire stack of thylakoids, like we talked about.
Which is a lot of them.
Entire stack of thylakoids. Grana would be multiple
Too many.
stacks.
Double stacks. Oh,
Okay,
you write really fast.
so we're left with basically the thylakoid and the stroma. Oh, that's really blurry now.
What about the double membrane?
Double membrane is a double membrane.
Okay.
There you go. It's a membrane. There's two layers to it.
When it grows up,
Prevents
you can't
things,
put anything
You know, it lets in what needs to come in and keeps in what needs to stay in and lets out what needs to go out. Double membrane, kind of like the cell membrane. Okay. Then you have the thylakoid. Let's go to the thylakoid. This is where we're going to talk about, if you've read or if you wrote down in your agenda, we're going to talk about light and dark reactions. The light reactions of photosynthesis take place in the thylakoid. Light reactions take place here in the thylakoids. All of them. These thylakoids contain what makes a plant green. Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, remember? Phyll is the chloroplast. Chlorophyll. Phyll is the chloroplast. This is the green pigment.
contains green pig.
Yep, contains green pig. Next, we have the stroma.
Stroganoff.
This is what fills the chlorophyll that is not the granum or grana or thylakoids. This is where
Space.
dark reactions
Happened.
Wait a minute.
dark reactions take place.
So that one's the demented one. That one's the safe.
Yeah. So now dark, as you can see, are in quotation marks because it's kind of a misnomer or a just an incorrect way of saying it. But we still can use dark. And then about the thylakoid, each of these thylakoids, each thylakoid has a triple membrane.
Wait, what? That's a lot of memory.
It is.
That's like as much skin as I have put on that thing. 3 membranes. That's a lot of membrane.
That's funny.
How does something just?
Okay, so this is the organelle, the chloroplast. And here, let me.
Oh, a person.
Wait, are we gonna watch a video now?
It's kind of crazy to think about how
Oh.
big the universe is. and
Okay, here we go. So now here's a picture of some plant cells. All right. And you can see that there are many, many, many chloroplasts inside these plant cells. Yes. Okay. There's not just one of them typically. There's typically many, many, many chloroplasts, and that you can see how these plant cells get their green pigment, and the plant gets its green pigment. The leaves of the plant gets its green pigment. Okay.
It kind of looks like fencing with weird.
It does kind of look like
small
fencing.
pin-
Here's some more related images here. Some really, ooh, there's some nice ones. There you go. A science photo library. Okay.
This would be good Chromebook background.
Here you go. Yeah, good Chromebook backgrounds. See the nice rigid structure of the cell or plant cell, right? You see how that's really rigid, structurally sound because of the cell wall. And then all of these chloroplasts filled with chlorophyll and that green pigment.
I wonder what plants
Okay.
they took this in.
So there's not just one of those. And inside each of these chloroplasts, you guys, is grana, stacks of thylakoids containing the chlorophyll, and these reactions are taking place in all of these thylakoids and the stroma. Okay, so questions on that, the organelle? Yes, no, maybe so.
No.
Okay, all right.